Coming to you live and uncensored. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm oh so fresh with my co-host, yet to be named.
That's me. We talk about everything from new gadgets, gizmos, politics, movies, and music.
And our very own personal stories, because you know a motherfucker has to keep it real. Ready and go. Yeah, I guess I would call it a half hour of power. I'm in my 40s, and half hours of power aren't quite as often as they used to be, because when you're a grown-ass man, I tell you like this, and let's just start with the show gross again. When you're a grown-ass man, you know how to satisfy a woman in less than a half an hour. Be honest. If you know what you're doing, I mean, shit. You could take your car to the neighbor next door and let him sit around all day, drink beer, and work on it, or you could just take it to the shop and have a real technician handle it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but dude, nowadays, even auto shops are like, oh man, I've worked on this for 5 minutes. I need a fucking cigarette, just so they can fucking milk an extra $100 out of you.
I'm just saying, ladies, know the difference between a shade tree and a real technician. That's the way it's going down.
No, there's been a few auto shops that I've been to where they're like franchise businesses. We won't say any names, Jiffy Lube, but they're fucking sitting there, and they literally took like 2.5 hours to change the oil on my fucking van. And you know what they said? They're like, oh, well, we can't get one part off. And I'm like, fuck you mean? Like, you're the guys I come to when I'm supposed to get shit done, and you can't even fucking do it?
Why are you tearing down my point? That you can go, I said, I'm telling the ladies they can come see a real fucking technician at work, or fuck around with a shade tree, and then you start talking about, well, sometimes technicians don't get it right. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were making euphemisms for sex.
Yeah, because I'm sometimes I might fumble around with your bra a little bit. Yeah, it might take a little bit more time to get it off. And yeah, I'm a real talkie now. So yeah, I don't like to just fix your shit and go. But when I fix it well. But anyway, I really didn't mean to go that long with it. But thank
topics you. Now.
What?
We're talking about two entirely separate topics. I was actually talking about cars, and you were talking about women.
Yeah, that's where the conversation started. And if you're going to segue, you should do a better job of segueing it over.
There was no segue. I just wanted to make you out look like a fucking...
You're like, hey, I want to talk about cars, so I'll just totally disprove your fucking point right now. But
I just wanted to make you out to sound like a misogynist early. That way I can say whatever I want.
I was talking about my performance. What's misogynistic about that? I'm just saying, young boy ain't got shit on this. And this is the Hype Podcast.
I am the host with no name.
I'm DJ Oh So Fresh.
And we're kicking it with you every single Sunday right here on the Hype Podcast. No matter where we are, we're in your heart and soul, and we know it. That's why we do this every single week, just for you.
No matter if you can barely hear this motherfucker or not, Mr. Cutout Insky.
Dude, there is no cutout Insky.
Is that how you treat the ladies you cut out like that? Like, I'm kind of, they're gone.
So hey, according to you, they don't need to know all that fluff, dude. They just need the fucking business and the check.
No, they need efficiency. I was saying it was a note to the mature male and his efficiency. That's all it was. It was not a gripe. It's not. I'm not telling the ladies they're doing it wrong. I'm just saying that, when you get a seasoned model, hey, it may be more efficient. Just saying. Like, if you, I could take it back to cars. Like, if you bought like one of those Hondas from the 70s, those motherfuckers get like 60 miles to the gallon. I mean, they weren't very safe, but hey.
It's like driving around in a pop can.
It really is, but you're getting like 50, 60 miles to the gallon. You didn't need a fucking hybrid. But you're in Phoenix?
Dude, I'm in the fucking closest temperature to hell that you could probably get in the United States.
That was one of the last places to observe MLK Day, because we have some black shit to talk about, because this is the Hype Podcast. But go ahead. So you're down there in Phoenix? You're down there on the gates of hell? Yeah,
dude, I'm down here in fucking Phoenix, Arizona, and it's a little past 9, and it's over 90 degrees already. And I was very shocked that and I guess, you're over here being a fucking misogynist. I can say whatever I want, right? That was the point. So, I never knew that, like, if you were to smuggle yourself into another country, Wouldn't you go somewhere that's like not right on the other side of the border? Wouldn't you do that?
You know, I don't think deportation and your geographic location actually correlate. I mean, it's not like, oh, you're close to the border, like they just have a bus. There's like fucking.
Well, no. What I'm saying is,
anybody within 25 miles of the border gets deported instantly. Because if it was less safe to be there, then wouldn't they just not be there? You would think.
No, but what I'm getting at is you make your way from God knows where in Mexico, and then you're like, yeah, I'm in the U.S. I'm just gonna stop right here. Let's just say Phoenix cannot be much different than fucking Mexico. It is a giant goddamn desert out here.
Well, let's say Latin America, because you're about as good as picking Latinos as most white people are at picking Asians. You just say Latin America because you have no idea.
Dude, they're all Mexican. If they're south of the border, they're Mexican. That's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you don't have my street address, so don't send the hate mail to me. You know. I mean, DJ LZ is Latino, and I'm gonna have to deal with him about this shit.
What? What are you gonna have to deal with?
He's gonna be like, "Hey, you did a racist ass show," and I'm like, "Yeah."
How is that racist? How is it racist?
Assuming every Latino is from Mexico, that's very.
I didn't say every Latino is from Mexico. All I said was, yeah, they're Mexican.
You cutting out. So you didn't say much.
I said, can you hear me now? Good.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I said I didn't say all Latinos are from Mexico. I just said they're all Mexican.
Oh, okay. And you're okay. Whatever. I guess. I'm not even gonna fucking run with that.
Well, you're saying an African man is not black?
Sure.
Are you saying a Korean is not Asian?
Yeah, I would say a Korean is Asian, but I'd say you're doing a shitty job of making your point. I mean, because really, it would be like saying every Asian you met is Chinese, or every Asian you met is late ocean.
You're saying it backwards.
I know what the fuck I'm saying, and I don't need you to try and run it back. But go ahead.
You're saying that Latinos are Mexican. I'm just simply saying all Mexicans are Mexicans. If you live in Mexico and you're from Honduras, you're Mexican. You live in Mexico.
Well, if you live in Phoenix and you're from Honduras, and you never lived in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, so
are you Honduran?
So you meet this lady. So what? Let's get back to your fucking story, because I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. I mean, you're really disagreeable today. It's probably because you've been on the road.
No, it's because I'm in 102-degree weather and it's 9 a.m.
And there's no lot. And there's no lot lizards down there. Are you at like a rest stop or something?
Dude, no, I'm at a little travel plaza, which is a glorified rest stop, basically. A rest stop with food.
Are there any semis there?
It's so fucking serious down here. They have armed security. They literally have armed security guards. And this guy's like 90 years old. Picture Luigi from Mario Brothers with fucking gray hair. That's what this dude looks like.
Because some of your Mexicans might hijack one of those trucks. Is that what the problem is? Is that what they're scared of?
I don't know, but I mean, what's gonna fucking happen if something does happen? This guy's not gonna do anything. He'd break a hip.
See, I run into that when I'm working at Red Lion, because the security guard there, he's a very nice guy. I think, but he's in his 70s, and I figure he's
in his 70s?
Yeah, he's in his 70s. Good looking guy. You think he's in his 50s. But I mean, I think he is agile enough. But I question how much of a fuck would he give if shit really jumped off. I mean, because I worked retail. In retail, they teach you no fucks given. If they want to take a whole fucking rack of shit and walk it outside the store, hey, make your peace. Say yeah, don't do that. But hey, if they got to make a move like that, make a move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if shit.
Well, actually, no. I know a guy. I used to work at Fred Meyer's like way back in the day in my teens, and there was a guy who stole this lady's purse, and one of the cart boys ran him down. and tackled him and like got the purse back, and he got fired.
Oh yeah, they are extremely adamant about the fact that they do not want you confronting them. And when you really think about it, yeah, with insurance, I mean that's where capitalism kind of fucks up being a hero. Because with insurance, it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? I guess when you steal a lady's purse, it's a little different. But when it comes to like stealing from a store or something like that, with insurance, it doesn't fucking matter. They could burn the fucker to the ground. It doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, dude, let me go one better. If you steal from the government, they're all over your ass, dude. They're trying to put you in jail. But if the government steals from you, you know, taxation, new fucking law implementation, it's just politics. How much fucking garbage is that?
Well, if you really want to talk about the government, I mean, they truly are fucking stormtroopers because doing this, you know, you deal with we deal with copyright and intellectual property quite a bit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? That's like the big deal. That's the big money maker. You know, you think about Disney and you know, and Comcast, how they're fighting over Fox, because it's about a lot of intellectual property. And you know, if you infringe on that intellectual property, the government will come see you with a gun.
Yeah.
Seriously, like the government will seriously enforce their intellectual property. The fact that you copied it. Like if I sing a song, you know, like I like the Happy Birthday song. For years, I think they just put that in the public domain because they found out the ownership that Warner Brothers had was illegal. But for years, you wouldn't hear the Happy Birthday song on TV because Warner Brothers said they had to get paid. And the government will show up and collect that money. So that's why you're hearing, he's a jolly good fellow, because that's public domain. But the Happy Birthday song, nuh-uh. You sing that shit on TV, hey man, you sing that shit. No, I don't know if they charge you on the radio, but if you sing that shit on TV, they'll fucking charge your ass.
Oh, dude, when I was going through my whole unemployment process, you know, when I was out of work for a little while, dude, it's that same shit. Like the government fucking questions me about money that I put in to the unemployment account, right? That comes out of all of our paychecks.
Yeah. Like
that is our fucking stipend in case we ever go without, right? So we have a little nest egg.
Well,
new.
You know you fucking pay into it because it runs out.
yeah, exactly. Well, so why is it that when you have to go through the whole unemployment process, they can call you in as many times as they want and say, what's the deal? Why don't you have a job? Why don't you have a job? Why don't you have a job? Because they want you to fucking get that job. Because after so much time, I don't know the exact number of time, but I think it may be annually now, actually. But it's like once every year, once every 2 years, if you don't use that unemployment benefit, it recycles and goes back into the fucking system. You can only claim for so long.
That shit's gone. I didn't use unemployment for most of my life. I think I was on unemployment a few years ago for like 6-7 months, and I fucking lived it up. Shit, that check came every week. That check didn't fold. Man, I got hookers and wine with that shit. Yeah, it was great.
box wine, none of the fancy shit.
Yeah, none of the fancy shit. Reuniti, or I got some Bartles and James. I mean, whatever the fuck. But it was one of those things where, but the past 12 years I had worked didn't count for shit. Like, all that shit's gone. Nah, you got a limited supply. Because really, if you think about it, motherfuckers would get fired and then just live off that shit. Like, you'd work 10 years and then you'd take 10 years off.
Yeah, no kidding.
Seriously, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Dude, it's very fucking similar.
It feels like free money.
Oh, dude, no, it is free money. Dude, there are so many fucking government programs, dude, that you can get free money from. Why do you think people bounce on and off welfare like all the fucking time? All the time. Like, just recently, you saw that article I showed you, where Rachel Dolezal apparently is in fucking trouble. Yeah, the white lady that acted like a black lady for like 10 years. She's in trouble for abusing the fucking welfare system.
Yeah, I don't, you know, with her, do you, I meant to bring that up, and I'm just going to put your non-prep blast on ass.
Oh my God, I will fuck you up, Angela.
Because I don't know everything about what happened with that. I meant to read that article this morning. I was going to pull a clip.
No, you don't need to read it. I'll give you the swift breakdown. Rachel Dolezal pretended to be black for God knows how long, and she's accused of abusing the welfare system. That's the whole story. Dude, didn't she fucking abuse it to begin with?
No, she was high up in the NAACP.
Dude, you're abusing the fucking system.
I haven't watched her. You know, I have not watched her documentary that's on Netflix. Larry said it was really good, but I mean, she's getting shit on, but she did do some good shit in her time. Until they found out she was black, she was totally helping blacks out. But you know what I'm saying? Like, black lives really fucking matter to her. But like, dude, they do not. I started watching part of it, and like, dude, they do not want her to fuck around. Like, she takes her kid to get a haircut. The barbershop is like, we don't even want you on the fucking block. Seriously.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. She was abusing the system from the fucking beginning. Just because you're white and pretend to be black does not mean... It's like the whole fucking Bruce Jenner thing, man.
No, it's not like the Bruce Jenner thing.
No, it exactly is. It's fucking Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner. You want to be treated different because you decided to make yourself different, right? That's all I'm saying. I got
to counterpoint you out because it takes a strange white motherfucker to want to be black. I just have to blow it up on that because that shit is not normal. I swear to God. Even, you know, look, so I could break it down like this. Kendrick Lamar had a concert last week, and he had a girl on stage come up there and try and share her understanding of the black culture. I got a clip for you. Hold on.
During Kendrick Lamar's set at the Hangout Music Festival this past weekend, things took an awkward turn when K-Dot invited a fan on stage to perform Mad City. So the fan, a white woman by the name of Delani, was greeted with cheers from the audience prior to beginning her performance.
That's a black ass name.
But when she rapped along the Mad City, Delani opted to not censor herself and said each instance of the N-word despite groans from the crowd. About 3 N-bombs in, Lamar cut the music, prompting Delani to ask, am I not cool enough for you, bro? What's up, bro? The irritated audience offered lots of boos and a few uncensored words as Delani apologized and pleaded with K-Dot to give her another shot. Lamar did provide Delani with a second chance, saying, you gotta bleep out one single word though. Unfortunately, Mad City was also butchered the second time around, forcing Lamar to just declare it's over, it's over. The multi-platinum selling artist reportedly followed up the uncomfortable moment with a performance of Don't Kill My Vibe, rightfully so. So what do you guys think? Should white people, when performing on stage with certain rappers, be granted a pass just for that song in particular? Or should that never happen?
All right, I'm going to let you go first on this one because hell no.
Let me just go ahead and get it down. I'm going to give it to you real quick. You should not allow white people on stage if you're going to be singing a song with the N-word, because it kind of sucks for you to be like singing along to a song and have to personally edit yourself, because we know white people, when they sing along and there's no black people around, they say the N-word, and they do it in groups. That's the funny part. Like,
that was a very large group.
I mean, I don't know how fucking woke Kendrick Lamar thinks he is, but if you're not woke to the fact that white people say the N-word when black people aren't around, especially when they're singing along to fucking songs, oh, you're tripping. And you know, and what I love about you white boys, you white boys will be singing along to a song and test if you can say the word around me. I see white boys do it all the time. No, they'll come up in a song, then they'll look at you when they say it, like you're gonna give them the nod, like, yeah, that's cool. Nah, I'm old, I'm black, I'm ratchety, and I still give a fuck. I'm not woke. I'm cool.
I blame Kendrick Lamar on this entire thing.
I blame the whole music industry. This is a point I've made for the length of this goddamn show. Russell Simmons and Jay-Z got fucking paid off the N-word, and we're left with fucking nothing. We're just left with the fallout. Eazy-E's family is doing better. Eazy-E's family is doing very well. Ice Cube's family doing very well. All because they sold the fucking N-word to all these white kids. And now, you know what? I'm here to pick up the fucking pieces because I gotta act like Johnny White Boy acting all familiar. And you know,
you sound like a fucking foster parent.
What?
You sound like a fucking foster parent.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the foster parent that has to deal with it. You done fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it just took the money and fucking run. I mean, it's like dealing with a burnt out child star. You know, like so Eazy, Russell Simmons, Jay-Z, Diddy are like Macaulay Culkin's parents. They took the money and just left me with this dope fiend ass child.
He left that motherfucker home alone.
So here's the actual incident, and you can judge for yourself. You can comment. You can hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast, or hit us up on Twitter, because the host of No Name, he is always on our Twitter. He's always on our Instagram at The Hype Podcast. We don't have a phone number because this son of a bitch is lazy. Anyway, I'm just saying.
I love how the producer of the show is calling the talent lazy.
Maybe I know I do it from my house. How lazy am I? I've never left my house. Oh yeah, I did at times, but for the most part, I rarely left my house to do the show. So yeah, if you're into visualization, I'm here in my underwear. There's a hole in one side. You know what I'm saying? I got mismatched socks, and you know.
Thanks for that mental picture. Can I hear what happened with Kendrick Lamar now?
I was just adding color, and I'm black. There we go. I added color. And white people ain't having it.
What's up?
My boy Rohan kind of knew the rules a little bit.
Will's just really cool, bro. You have to work.
You gotta bleep one single word, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it?
She said no.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Should she stay up here, y'all?
No, please keep me up here. I got you. I'll try. I'm used to singing it like you wrote it, bro.
You sure?
I swear.
You got it?
I promise. Sorry about that.
Clips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song. Seems like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yak.
See, you guys know how to do it.
Rick, you gotta tell me relate.
It's over.
Did you? Yeah, I know it comes over on your side kind of low, but did you hear what the crowd was saying in the background?
I made out some of it.
Oh, they were like, "Fuck that bitch! Get that bitch down! Fuck that bitch!"
See, no. See, here's where I blame Kendrick Lamar. Number one, you brought a fucking white person on stage.
It's not, you act like that's the first time that's ever happened at a fucking rap concert.
Number two, strike number two. You brought a white person on stage named Delani with one of the most profane songs on your album. And number three, you gave the broad a second fucking chance. You don't ever give white people a second chance. Ever.
Well, well, here's the problem. He just didn't know how to handle it, and I swear to God, that cannot be the first time that's ever happened at a rap concert.
No, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, you know, I never pondered that, but there is no way that is the first time that has ever happened at a rap concert where a white person gets up on stage and says it, and you know what? The crowd was too woke. It was a whole bunch of white people getting mad for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I swear to God, the lady, there was a lady that just, you hear her in the background going, "Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch!" Black girls don't swear.
My question to you is, that bitch is probably in the crowd, close enough in earshot to the stage, right? You know damn well she's in the crowd singing that whole goddamn song. She's not censoring her fucking self.
Oh no! At a concert? Oh, you white people give no fucking fucks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no fucking fucks. At a concert, you don't even want to look around because they all saying it. They kind of looking at you. They kind of keeping an eye on you. Because I live in Portland, so if I go to a concert, there's not an abundance of brothers and sisters around to hang out. And no, the white people, they'll look at you. Oh yeah, they'll look at you like, yeah, make sure you cool, or they can rush you if you out of pocket. You know, and to be honest with you, it's really not fucking fair. Even though I got an issue with it, it's not fucking fair. How am I at a concert and I can't sing all the goddamn words because I think I'm gonna have a problem with the motherfucker next to me?
Dude, why do you think I refuse to pay, what is it, like $250 for like a nosebleed fucking Jay-Z ticket? Something like that.
Because seeing Jay-Z is dope. I mean, you're white, so you don't want. I mean, I understand you can't sing all the words, so I wouldn't go anymore.
Well, no, and especially with like a Jay-Z or like a DMX, right? Like they made their money, like you said, off that fucking word.
Well,
right?
if you white folks really wanted to put up a fuss and be able to say the goddamn word, you'd stop buying fucking rap music. until it was cool. Seriously, if white people stopped buying rap music, rap would be over today.
Oh, dude, no, you're not lying.
No, it's always been like that. Always, the whole time. At a bare minimum, 60% of the hip hop that was bought back in the day was bought by Caucasians that don't even live in fucking New York. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's general marketing principle, man. Supply and demand. Dude, a couple years back, I got a little sidetrack for you. A couple years back, and this might help everybody. Drivers in Germany got so sick of fucking gas prices because they were so expensive, they literally just fucking left their cars on the fucking street because gas was too expensive. And after it caught on, I kid you not, like 40, 50,000 people start fucking doing that shit, they're going to bring gas prices down just to fucking make people get their fucking cars off the road. Same thing here. If people stop buying rap music, dude, imagine what would happen.
I think they're going to feel it harder with rap because rap it's an elective. It's not a necessity. You know, like with like fuel prices, I mean, because there's been many times that they were like, oh, don't buy gas this day. You know what? Right. You still got to go the same amount of distance. You still got to deal with the same amount of shit. I mean, unless everybody jumps on a bike for us to cripple the oil industry, everybody will have to ride a bike for like a fucking year to really make it.
True.
That's the whole goddamn country. With hip hop, if white people stop buying hip hop today, they fucking change that. No, they'd be like, you know what? They'd fucking come up with some kind of resolution, like fucking everybody would start being cool with Trump, and then there would be like, yo, free the N-word, free the N-word. It'd be some kind of shit like that where they come up with some kind of campaign.
I'm pretty sure Kanye's on that quest right now.
What?
I'm pretty sure Kanye is on that quest right now. Have you seen him lately?
Sometimes Kanye makes some fucking sense. I mean, honest with you, you know, we talked about Kanye before. I'm just saying it's his right to have his fucking opinion. You know, sure. I mean, whatever. Because you know what, I know people in my life that have crazier fucking opinions. You know, it's fucking fine. It's just he happens to be famous and going against the woke motherfuckers. I mean, motherfucker, if you need a hug, get your hug. But take back your fucking N-word before you start asking for your fucking hug. If you're worried about criticizing Kanye, you should be worried about all these white kids that are driving around in they fucking Honda Civics yelling the N-word at the top of their fucking lungs. Oh, you mad. And then the other thing, I mean, really, I just have to, I kind of want to wrap on this, but who the fuck did Morgan Freeman rape? God damn.
We are going to follow that story and more as that shit develops. Because
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to talk about rape and cancer, but I'm just like, what did Morgan Freeman do? Like, no, I have to give a couple points to this because they're thinking about taking him out of some kind of Hall of Fame, like the Cannes Hall of Fame, because of these allegations. Like, he hasn't been to jail, he hasn't been to court, he hasn't been officially sued, he hasn't been found guilty. They're just gonna remove his shit. Are they gonna, I mean, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but he was on the Electric Company way back in the day on PBS. And yeah, are they gonna take him off the fucking Electric Company? I mean, is he no longer qualified to share the ABCs with our children? I mean, what the fuck?
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. If Morgan Freeman gets in trouble for this fucking bullshit, and like I said, we're gonna follow this story because I have no clue if it's true, no clue if it's not. But if Morgan
Were
Freeman,
you there?
Yeah, is that a fact? No, if he gets in trouble for this shit, I've lost all fucking faith in humanity, dude. And I hope that we just burn fiery deaths.
Yeah, it's just you know, it's what's gonna happen is Wanda Sykes is gonna take his position, and you know what I'm talking about there. Because that's gonna. I mean, you know, I've heard conspiracies like that. You know, where it's like, okay, well, there's a movement where they're just going to discredit all the black men, and it just gets more and more rampant. I mean, I know a lot of black motherfuckers that can't keep their dick in their pants, but gosh damn, I didn't know so many dudes. I didn't know so many black dudes were that fucking rapey. God damn.
Yeah, no, millionaire fucking rap dudes, dude. But yo, so if you didn't know so, it's about that time to go. We're about to get out of here, and next week we're gonna have Junior on the Hype Podcast to break down all your NBA Finals lingo and tell us why the teams are in the finals that should be in the finals.
Oh yeah, my cousin Junior, I think I could give him a half hour by himself.
We wouldn't even get a word in.
It's time to go.
But this is the Hype Podcast. I am DJ
I am
Also
the host
Fresh.
with no name.
What?
You want to try that again?
I can barely hear you over the music. It's like being at a party trying to talk to a girl. Like, hey, yeah. You said my place or your place? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Huh? Oh.
Yeah. It's definitely time to go. I kind of lost my train of thought. This is the Hype Podcast. Hit us up, thehypepodcast.com. What about our sponsor?
Fortress Property Management. You can check them out at fortresspropertymgmt.com or hit them up 503-752-8519 for all your property management needs in the Portland metro area. That's Fortress Property Management. Check them out.
You know, and this is DJ Also Fresh, and this is the podcast after the podcast. And I really have to make this point that white people, you are being cheated every time you buy music. It is asinine that you could buy a copyrighted work, a piece of work that a motherfucker is willing to sue you over. Same way we were talking about intellectual property. They're willing to sue you over this shit, but you cannot use it to its full capacity. So let's say a rap song is 100 words. You compare that to a TV with 100 channels. And as much as motherfuckers say the N-word in a rap song, probably 30 to 40, right? Let's say 20 to 30 of your channels you can't even use on this goddamn TV. So if you want to be able to say the N-word, you need to step up, or you're just gonna be bitches. I mean, because it is kind of bitch ass. You don't sell me a half-ass product and then go, oh, you can't use it. That's kind of bitch ass. And you sure couldn't sell some shit like that to black people. Man, sell black people a tape where where they're restricted on which words they could say back. You know what they'd say? They'd call you the N-word and say shut the fuck up and use it to its full capacity. You are listening to the Hype Podcast.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.